Good morning, guys. It is Monday morning. This is week 4 of this prep vlog series. I am super excited to continue doing this, and I'm feeling really good that for once I am being consistent. Yes, I know it's only been 2 weeks, but it's been 2 weeks in a row, so that's a win for me. This morning I'm just starting out doing my check-ins with my girls. Everybody's looking good, doing good. We have lots of shows coming up, so that will be exciting. I actually go to St. Louis in 2.5 weeks. I am so excited. I have 4 girls competing in the Midwest, which is just crazy because whenever I lived there was like no one I knew around me that competed. But that will be so much fun because I am leaving actually earlier in the week to go see my family too. And I'm so excited to go home and see them and be home in the springtime because it's been a long time since I've been able to be home in the spring. And spring and fall in the Midwest is just some other kind of feeling. I love it. But this morning, our morning has started out pretty chill. My Monday girls always kind of filter in very slowly for check-in, so just kind of hanging out, waiting for those. Made Adam some breakfast, made him some cookies to take with him later, and then of course made my cookies. Whoops. I already ate one of them, and I'm already halfway done through the other. Got my coffee. I gotten a black cold brew yesterday from Dutch, but this is my second refill from stuff at home. Because I am feeling pretty low energy. I did wake up with a new drop today, so this is an all new low. I'm only about 6 pounds above stage weight, which is amazing with how much time I have left, and I've responded pretty well to everything this go around. Calories are still at I just dropped them down to 1700 today. So I did a 70 calorie drop today, and then I bumped my cardio by 1 extra day. Same amount of time, just added an extra day. So we're at 6 by 25 minutes. So feeling good on all of that. I'm just very tired and low energy, and not feeling super great today because my body decided to start a cycle yesterday, 10 days late. So I'd had a little bit of a jump, only like a half a pound up yesterday morning, but it was also after we went out to eat. I had my refeed, I had a small dessert that we shared. So I was like, it's just my cycle. So I did add on an extra, or I said, sorry, it's just my refeed, not cycle. I didn't even start until later that afternoon, but so I was like, I'll go ahead and add on an extra day of cardio for the end of last week. So technically I was going to start that this week, but I guess technically started it last week. So I did that yesterday, and then of course, boom, at the gym, there we go. I'm like, well, at least I know why I was feeling kind of watery and bloated, but I knew I was sticking to all of my food guidelines and no caffeine or carbonated drinks and all the things. So yeah, that's, I'm glad that I still have it. Starting prep, I feel like bodies can just fluctuate a little bit up and down whenever it comes to cycles. Every girl is different. Last year, I kept mine literally all year long through my whole prep until the very last show in July that I did. And then I lost it until I was done with those shows in November. But that was the first time I've kept it throughout a whole entire prep, which actually made me, of course I don't enjoy it, but it made me happy that my body was, at a really healthy level kind of thing. And I was still able to be stage lean and everything too. So I'm glad that in a way, I haven't lost it yet. Of course, I would love to not have that. Every girl loves whenever they don't have to deal with that. But it's good to know that my body is still very, very healthy and at a good point. Not that your cycle is the only indication of health. I'm not saying that. But it's nice to still be consistent on that. So yeah, that's fun. That might affect my training just a little bit today. So I will immediately, with my mindset, I go in knowing I'm going to push, but I also go in knowing I might be lifting a little bit lighter and not be as strong, not have as much energy today. And that's completely normal whenever girls are on their cycles. So yesterday I got my nails done. We got Easter nails. They're so cute. They have little flowers on them. You may not be able to see that, but these are really fun. They make me smile. And then today I have a deep tissue cupping, stretching, like the whole works with my sports medicine girl. So that should be fun. I really need some tension and stuff let off of my upper body, and then hopefully just have a little reset and really focus on my posture and everything moving forward these next couple of weeks. Get back into posing, which I have not been doing. I've been so bad about posing. I don't know why, but I really need to get back into the groove of it because I did switch my routine up at the end of the year last year, and I want to make sure and really perfect that. So I'll be doing that. Probably have ballet once this week. I don't have a lot of different stuff planned this week, so something I thought would be nice is to go over my actual makeup stuff, like my products that I got. Maybe not showing me doing my makeup, just because I need to get like a tripod for this or something, because otherwise it's like at an awkward level and I don't want you like looking up this way, or I have to find like 30 things to stack it up, and it's just, yeah, it's a pain. But I'll show you the products that I got. I really like them. It's the first time I've ever bought a little bit more expensive makeup, but for the day-to-day it's very nice. I have decided though the foundation, it's probably not enough coverage for stage, and I am going back to my cheaper L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation because I know that it works and it has great coverage and the colors match pretty well. So I will be getting that closer to the show. But each year, even if I have some left over, I do throw the foundation away. I don't reuse it the following year because I did that once a long time ago. It was my first full national run of shows, and I put it on and my face turned gray. The foundation was too old. I didn't know that it could do that. So to save myself the anxiety of having to stress about that, I just get a new tube. Yes, I know that's probably a waste, but an extra $10 to have a peace of mind that my face won't turn gray is worth it to me. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all the updates. I'm feeling good. Prep's going good. I do still need to do a check-in on the actual site. I did take pictures the other day, which I was really happy with how they were looking, especially since they weren't fasted pictures, but I haven't put one on the site for like data tracking purposes, just because like right now I'm doing my own check-in, so it's like I check in with myself every day. So but this week is not the week I'm gonna do it, since I randomly started my cycle and I just feel like watery and just blah. So 99% sure next Monday I will. And then I'm supposed to get my new suits from Angels in tonight is when it shows that they're being delivered. So I will show you guys those. I don't care about like doing suit reveals and stuff like that anymore. Doesn't make any difference. I will show them to you. No gatekeeping here, because if you like it, you should go on and order it for your show. I took my red suit and my purple suit and we just revamped them. So I'm super excited for how these are going to turn out, because I think the tweaks we made to them is just going to bring out even a deeper like richness of color for both of them. So I will show you guys those when I get those. But yeah, otherwise that's what's going on today. So we'll see what happens along the way this week, and thanks for following along this prep journey.
Hey guys, it is Tuesday. I have already finished my check-ins for the day. Just did my cardio and workout. I did the incline treadmill today and my upper body day at the prep center. I did get my new Angel suits in. We are gonna have to redo the bottom of them, but I will show you guys the tops when I get home. The colors are flawless. I just redid the red and purple one, and we Savannah and I just added a little bit sparkle of a different color in each, basically a little purple in the red and red in the purple, and they look beautiful. I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you guys. I did go try them on, but honestly I am on day 3 of this cycle this month, and it's probably one of the worst ones I've had, and yeah, I'm just not feeling super pumped about filming that. But I'm actually pretty happy with how I'm looking right now. So all things considered, I only have like about 6 pounds to drop and plenty of time to go. I am in the drive-thru at Dutch Brothers. Shocker, I know. Here's the Dutch. Hello. I'm getting a coffee for the rest of the day. I'm a little behind on my water today, but I was supposed to do ballet today too, but I feel very unwell. So I am going to skip that and wait until next week. But okay, so I got Adam's cold brew and then I got mine, which my order is really simple since I'm done with all artificial sweeteners. My Dutch order is no fun for anyone asking if you want the flavors. I literally just get a large cold brew, light ice with 4 or 6 ounces of almond milk, depending on how much allotment I have. So this prep, this go around, I'm being like very like super extra on tracking stuff. I am tracking every ounce of almond milk I use, a little splash of creamer, like in preps before, and who knows, I may get a little bit lenient throughout the year because I do prep and do shows like year round pretty much once I start. So I might chill out a little bit on that, but for this first show, getting ready into it, I want to just be so on point with everything and be able to be like get stage lean a lot faster. So I am tracking everything, even my almond milks and everything, but I'm getting a little bit more used to the black coffee. I actually don't mind it. It still tastes pretty good even with the limited stuff in it. So yeah, that'll be a forever like work in progress getting used to that. But I'm pulling in to get gas. Is anybody else the type of person that may or may not let their car get to almost empty? I don't know if the camera's focusing on that. But I have like 10 miles to the left till empty. I know. I am a responsible adult. I am. It's not at 5. I'd like to say I haven't let it get to 5 before, but I've done that too. So, today, what are we doing today? Like I said, ballet. I am skipping out on that. I feel very unwell. I did not walk my little munchkin yesterday. The wind has been crazy here, so I'm gonna go home and I think I'm gonna go walk her before I eat. I'm trying to put off eating as long as possible. I am feeling pretty hungry. I did have a small drop this morning, even from yesterday, and I wasn't completely fasted when I weighed either, not fully digested and everything, so I might even be a little bit lower, and that's really shocking since I'm on my cycle, because I usually don't have drops on that. So I figure by the end of the week I will be under the 140s, which is crazy. I've never had a prep move so fast in the beginning, not in a long time. So being only about 6 pounds above stage weight and like far less than like a pound per week to lose, hint hint on where I'm headed for shows, but I'm in a really, really good spot, so I'm very excited for that. So yeah, I need to go home and meal prep. I need to clean my house, the never-ending task of all girls. You all know, cleaning and cooking and laundry, it never ends, but we are all very blessed to be able to do all of those things. So I'm gonna do that, but I don't really have anything fun to show you guys this week, so I will just show you little bits and pieces of kind of my boring day-to-day stuff, and hopefully I know in 2 weeks I'll have a lot more fun stuff. I'll be going home to see family, hopefully getting to go visit the lake and eat at one of my favorite places for a refeed with one of my friends, see my girls, have a show. That week will be so much fun. That'll be a really good vlog, and I'll be able to talk about how to travel on prep and how to get your workouts in and everything like that. So I'm super excited for that, but this week you'll just have to hang tight and bear with me on the boring. So all right, I'm gonna get gas so I don't end up stuck on the side of the road, and then we're gonna go for a walk. Okay, so since I don't have much to share this week, I'm just gonna start sharing very random things with you. I had to stop at Dollar General on my way home. We have a Dollar General right outside the gate. Sometimes I just walk to it, but I needed actually a few extra things. But I don't need enough to go to the grocery store because I still have meat to cook. I'll go to the grocery store for sure to get like meat and everything, but when it's just random stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, Dollar General actually, a lot of the times I went in, has better produce than the grocery store. I'm not kidding you.
So I'm gonna show you what I got on my little grocery run here. So, all right, and I do save the bags. We have a drawer for all these extra bags, so use those when you like travel and need to store stuff. Don't waste. Got some coffees. I found out these are way cheaper at Dollar General than they are at the grocery store. They're like $5.75 at the Dollar General, and they're like almost $7 at the grocery store. Got some strawberries, 4 things of blackberries because I've been using those for almost all my fruit lately, but they look really fresh actually. And then bananas, I get them a little bit underripe, so then they taste a little better whenever they're baking. I did get some rice checks volume that you can have, 1 1/3 cup, 40 grams for 35 carbs, 150 calories. I've been using like cereal to put on my yogurt at night because I like the crunchies. I also have like these from Sprouts or Whole Foods, Cascadian Farm has a lot of gluten-free ones. I usually pick like the corn-based stuff. This one has a lot of really tasty things in it, but it doesn't taste as good as I remembered. It's not my favorite one, so to mix it up a little, and the little these little guys, I think the quinoa and the flax, I don't know, one of these in here is very dense, so it makes the weight really high. So I think I'm going to be able to have quite a bit of these for 1/3 of a serving in my yogurt for the crunchies versus like these. Although the minis, you can get quite a bit of that in the volume. So there's that. Random things. I put a little bit of this in my yogurt at night. Yes, I do track that, and mostly this is for my dog. I did get we just won't talk about that. Got some disposable straws because I want to keep my teeth whiter. Speaking of teeth, I ran out of toothpaste, so got some toothpaste, some little flosser sticks. We got some paper plates refill. I ran out of foil for meal prepping. Ran out of trash bags, and got 2 things of lettuce. So that's my super spectacular Dollar General run. So I am going to make my food. I decided I would go ahead and eat now that it's late enough. And then take Piggy for a walk. That'll be good for digestion and everything too. But I realize I have to make some turkey for myself before I can even eat because I don't have any made. So that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna pan fry me some real quick and have some food. But there's my Dollar General haul. Super fancy, I know. Okay, for fun, I'll show you what I made for my post-workout / lunch, whatever you want to call it. So I just threw some ground turkey in the air fryer, so flattened it out, air fried that. A gluten-free, whole food, like very minimal ingredient pancake with egg whites. No protein powder in this, just a pancake. And the best low-calorie topping is fruit. Strawberries are very low calorie. Mush them up, heat them up a little bit, and then you can put this on your pancake to avoid using any sugar-free syrups or sweeteners or anything like that. Or if you use calories on like actual real syrup or honey or something, totally fine. But if you want to save some calories and enjoy some other carbs with that, I recommend doing the fruit for your toppings because it hurts your calorie bank a whole lot less. But that is what I made, and now I'm gonna eat and then go for a walk. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is middle of the week. We are halfway through. The sun today is like very overcast. It's very dark out. I'm loving it. Y'all know I love my dark days here. It is a refeed day. My last one was on Saturday. Weight has dropped like 1.5 pounds since then. So doing another one today for real food. Going to be doing probably sushi or steak. I'm kind of leaving it up to Adam to pick on that.
Either one would be fine. If we go do steak, I'll do a filet and a baked potato and probably like some bread. And then if we do sushi, I'll do my normal stuff. My ahi tuna, spicy tuna, cucumber rolls, maybe a little bit of crab, some edamame, some soup, and I do 5 pieces of tempura sweet potatoes. But that's usually what I get almost every time. So that's what I'll do for like food. I keep it pretty similar every time. I might have a few random extra snacks throughout the day, just like actual healthy ones. I'm out of my little RX bars, so I'm probably just going to do some little date bites before the gym. Those are amazing. So throw a little peanut butter, a couple chocolate chips in it. Tastes like a Snickers. Oh, and I have pecan, so I'll probably put a pecan in that. So that will be like my extra. The rest of my meals will probably just be the same, apart from like I'll take dinner and my probably my last snack out for the day, just to not be too full. But right now I'm headed to get the dessert for the day, which I'm super excited about. Pink Box came out with a donut of the month that I actually want to try. In the last like 6 months, they've maybe had like one donut of the month that I thought looked like decent. Otherwise, they need to step up their donut of the month game. So this month is Dubai chocolate donut. I know everyone has been obsessing about the Dubai chocolate and everything, but I did have one of the Dubai chocolate bars, and I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. So this donut is not filled. It doesn't have like mass loads of pistachio cream or anything like that, but it has a hard chocolate shell bottom. It's just a regular puff donut, and then chocolate on top with that kanafi, or however you say it, like crunchy stuff on top, and then like a drizzle of the pistachio cream and some pistachios. So I'm excited to get this and try it. Hopefully it's good. If not, I'll be wasting my dessert today on something I don't like, but I'll show you guys like the menu whenever I get to Pink Box. It's pretty crazy. There it is. All the buildings are so cute. All the little sprinkles and the donut sign and everything. All right, so I'm pulling in. I'm not going inside. I'm sorry. I'm wearing shorts. I'm cold, so you guys will just have to check out the menu from out here. But the wall is so cute. They have all the coffees. There's the one that I'm getting, and then here's like all the menu. Okay, I'm gonna do this fast so no one pulls up behind me, but they gave me a box too, probably so the Dubai one didn't get all gross and everything, but I'm so excited for this. It looks so pretty. And it's funny. Oh, there's Adam's poo donut. It looks so good. It's funny, the girl at the window was like, it's really good. Like, you'll be really happy that you got that one. Because I was going to ask her, like, is this worth it? Like, I don't want to waste my one dessert this week on a nasty donut. Oh, gosh. Where do I put this? The downfall. The struggle of driving a Mustang. And now there's a car coming. We have to go. Okay. So, and then, because I really wanted just one little donut hole, like one of their Pee-wees. It's a cake donut hole, just in case this donut sucks. But they don't sell them individually. And one, I'm not buying a pack, because who needs a pack of donut holes? 2, I don't want to end up eating 2 or 3 of them, because that's not worth the calories. And I don't want to waste them, and there's no one I have to like give them to. So I just got a cold brew with a little bit of almond milk and some whip on top, and then one of their Pee-wees, because they do this for like, technically they do this on their like blended drinks or whatever, but I just asked the girl if I could do that because I wanted the little cake donut. So I'm gonna have that now. And then the actual Dubai one, as much as I'm so tempted to try a bite of it this morning, I'm gonna save it for later until after my glutes and fully enjoy it. But there was my little dessert run. Now I have to go back and do all of my check-ins and a posing session here soon. So now it's time to get busy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the donut's gone. It's gone. I was gonna wait, I really was, but it looked really good, and honestly, it is going to be better utilized before my glutes get that extra calorie spike, and it was really good. I just wanted to try it. So the Dubai topping, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of like the pistachio like cream, but it wasn't like just mass amounts, so it tasted okay. The hard shell bottom, amazing. The donut was really moist. It's always better going in the morning, actually. They were definitely better quality. And then I had some of the buttercream off of Adam's poo donut. But I did give him a bite of mine, so I counted a little bit on that, and then I did count like an additional 2 tablespoons of like chocolate, like Pillsbury buttercream frosting, just to make sure I allotted that. I tracked the donut as like a chocolate donut from Dunkin', like a chocolate shelled donut. Obviously it's going to be a little bit varied because Pink Box doesn't have their nutrition, but it wasn't a filled donut like I said, so you know, it probably wasn't insanely high calories, and the topping wasn't like insanely thick. It wasn't like buttercream frosting all over that one, even though I did eat the buttercream from the other donut, but I counted it. I even weighed it, so yeah, I feel pretty good. I do feel a little bit of that, like, you know, when you eat a lot of sugar at once, you're like the and it's 12 and I'm just now going to my glutes. I never go train this late, but we've had construction people in and out again this morning, and I was trying to offset the time that Adam and I were both gone at the same time. So I went ahead and took Pippi for a walk and made sure she went to the bathroom because she's locked in the house right now, and then grabbed one other snack just because it had been a couple of hours since I ate, so just a few like popcorners, and then I got my stim-free unflavored pump in here with my L-carnitine from Metabolic Nutrition, code Kimber to save. The green apple flavor is fire. I do really love the grape too. They're both awesome, and I love like the little tingles I get whenever I take this pump and the L-carnitine together. So I'm gonna go hit glutes. I need to be like in and out today with my glutes and my cardio to get back to the house in time. So I have about 2 hours for drive time, glutes, 25 minutes of cardio, and drive back. So we are going to be very efficient, which is still plenty of time. Won't be like hitting crazy PRs or anything like that, but honestly, I am still on my cycle. It is still insanely heavy. I have like, the cramps have been really bad the last few days and still are this morning. So my strength and energy, like I actually get a little bit short of breath by the end of the week. So yeah, it's a little down anyways. So it'll be a good time to just really get some good reps and some good pump work in. The workout that I did on Monday, I really like the movements that I did then, so I'm probably going to do quite a few of those. I actually did some deadlifts. I did not do any hip thrusts. I don't like having the weight across my pelvic bone when I'm on my cycle. That is all I can think about, is the pain that is causing and the pressure versus my glutes. So I will not be doing those again today, but I did 2 different types of abductions. So my outer glute was on fire, so I'll probably do those again. The like RDL deadlifts, I did a squat, and I did some leg curls to get some really good hamstring focus. So it'll probably look a little something like that again today. So that is what it looks like there. And then I'm still not sure if we're going for sushi or steak later, but I actually do enjoy doing my dessert earlier in the day. I just think my body processes it a lot faster, and then if I'm still craving something sweet at the end of the night on a high day, I will do like another set of my oatmeal banana protein cookies, or just like a protein oatmeal egg white bowl, something that's still a little chocolatey, still sweet, but more whole food based, and you know, no more on the actual dessert side of things. But I had my fun. The Dubai chocolate one was good. The strawberry on top, whatever like jelly stuff they put on, no, that was not good. And it was just like a half a strawberry, so I just put it in my mouth once. I should have just spit it out. The actual strawberry was good and fresh, but the coating on it was really artificial and just ew, not good. So if you get that, I would advise you not to eat the strawberry or take a little nibble of it. Don't just pop it in your mouth. But yeah, everything else on it was really good. So that was a win. Good choice. And I still got to have a little bit of chocolate buttercream from the other donut. So that's pretty much it for today. I don't have any ballet. I don't have any extras. I did a posing session this morning already. I went through all of my check-ins except one girl who works like nights, so she'll be a little bit later. But we were done with check-ins for the week, so now we just have all the posing appointments and just chilling. I've got to go in and start practicing my posing myself. So that is on the agenda this week, maybe whenever I don't feel like a bloated whale. So there's that. But all right, I'm off to train glutes and I will catch up with you guys later.
Okay, it's Wednesday afternoon. I got my glutes done. I got my cardio done. I even pushed pretty hard on cardio, even though mentally I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to push on this. But I did because I'm like, I gotta burn off this donut, and no, not in a guilty way, but I really wanna utilize those calories and push hard when I have the higher calories. So then on the low days, you know, maybe if I let off the gas pedal a tiny bit on cardio or something, it's not as detrimental because I pushed really hard the other days. So life is coming back to me. I can feel it just a little bit. It is like day 4.5 of my cycle. I still have probably like 3.5 more days because mine are very long. But I'm feeling a little bit better, but I am very caffeinated today. Very, very caffeinated. I got a Dutch on the way home. It's delicious. I have a problem with coffee, but I don't really drink energy drinks anymore. Once in a blue moon. So I told you guys that, I told you I would show you the suits. We'll come back to that because I'm going to show you some of my makeup. This is not going to be any like aesthetic pretty setting. It's going to be in my bathroom floor. We're going to sit in my bathroom floor and look at my makeup drawer because I'm too lazy to pull it all out and put it on my desk and do it in a pretty room. So at least I'm showing you what I got. So let's head upstairs. Okay. LOL, if you guys only saw this janky setup, we're in my bathroom floor. I have you set up on, I'll just show you, on my trash can and a tampon box. Am I not just the most, oh, it's crooked. Okay, hold on. And there we go. I'm leaving this in. I'm not even cutting this. Am I not just the most official YouTuber out there? This is great. Got my copy. So good. Okay, so the face products I use are literally just CeraVe. I use CeraVe face wash and CeraVe lotion. That's it. I did use the CeraVe hydrochloric, I can't say that right, acid. I ran out, but I do think that helped keep my breakouts to a minimum, which I don't break out too much, but just around my cycle I do. So yeah, I use that, so I just need to order that again. But let's come over to the makeup drawer. Also, my friend Savannah put me onto this. This is called Good Molecules. I don't know how well this is gonna focus. Instant Cleansing Balm. This stuff, I got it in December around Christmas because I got my mom and my sister one too. But it's just like, it comes with this little scooper and it's lasted quite a while. I still have probably another minimum 2 months to use. Now once I start shows, might go through this a little bit more, but this stuff melts the makeup off your face. It is so nice. And anybody who knows me, Lacey Smith, if you ever watch these, we used to be friends on another team. We still are friends, but she used to get on to me for not washing my makeup off my face. I have officially started washing the makeup off my face at night, so gold star for me. Okay, here is my makeup drawer. I'm afraid to move this. I did get some new little travel bags for whenever I start shows. I used to put all of my makeup back and forth into the bags and I'm like, why am I doing this? This is a lot of work, but I am not a leave stuff on the counter person. Like, I literally have my makeup brushes up there and then my lotions and a towel, and that's it. I can't handle a cluttery counter. oh man, it gives me so much anxiety, but I'm like an OCD clean person. So if you know me, like my house basically looks like a catalog because it's just clean and everything's in its place. I have to have that. Having the dog has been interesting because tries my anxiety. But okay, so this is just some of my older makeup. I kept a few things and then some refills on like my brow stuff. Actually, I'll just show you guys this box. Oh, do I have both of these? Oh, that's perfect. So my brow pencils that I use are actually from Morphe. This one is, where's the color? Oh, this one is cold brew. Both of these are cold brew, but actually I think my favorite color that I use, yep, it's this one, is Java. It's a little bit darker, and then they have like the, I have the one with the micro pencil, but I like this angled one better. I don't think these are gonna focus very well, but I like the angled one better. So I'm just gonna start with like bottom up, so like base up. So I put on my lotion, just my plain CeraVe lotion, and then I start with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Just dab a little bit of this on, wait for it to dry. Then I use a sponge, and I put on a thin layer of this, wow, I'm like literally out of this, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This stuff is so golden. It's literally like one light little layer of foundation. So I put this on to cover up more of my spots, like if I have any pimples or you know, little scars or anything. I put that on, and then I do my eyeshadow, which I have a few favorite palettes. Honestly, the most affordable palettes that have a lot of different color choices are the ColourPop. I really like this brand. The pigmentation is pretty good. Lots of glittery colors. I love this one, is by the Rose. I use this one a lot. One of them I use quite a bit is from Sugar Rush. It's Sweet Tart Frosted. This is like a little bit more of like the mauve, a little bit more subtle colors. Then this is one of my, like the most expensive pieces of makeup I've ever got. It's a Pat McGrath, but I got this for the green suit that I wear to get like a really good gold brown smoky eye, and these colors are so pigmented. The glitter on it is beautiful, and that lasted me through so many shows, and like I got this like last year, so I've had it for a year. And then this guy, I think this either came from like Walmart or Marshalls or something. It's Profusion Cosmetic Mauves. I want to find another one of this because I use this for a lot of shows. Like as you can see, the colors that are almost gone. Love this color palette for my red and purple suits when I wear that. So this is not necessarily like stage makeup stuff, but all the eyeshadow stuff I do use for very stage makeup. The stage makeup bronzer kit that I use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. This is the Sun Dipped color. So this is, I will still use probably the bronzer powders for stage just to get it a little bit darker on top. But what I use now for my day-to-day is super nice. I love this. So here's my foundation. It's actually Selena Gomez, I believe. It's her line. It's pretty, it's like good quality products. It is more expensive. This is the first time I've ever used more expensive like base of foundation, and it feels like you're wearing nothing. The coverage is not as heavy as some, like even like the L'Oreal that I used to use, or Maybelline. I will switch back for shows to the L'Oreal, the darker foundation, because it does have a thicker coverage, and I am going to need, I think, need that for shows. But this is a Rare Beauty. So little tubes are very nice. It comes with like a little, like a dipper instead of just like dumping it out, and it's like far less waste. I use my little sponge to put that on. I tried using a brush and I just didn't like it. I felt like it made it streaky. And then I have her highlighter. I can't tell, it's just light. So it's ultra light, I'm like a vampire. And then I also, oh no, this one's different. This is Fenty Beauty. This is a little bit more expensive too, but I switched all to cream base makeup for almost everything. I put a tiny little layer of like glittery blush and glittery highlight on top. And then for shows, I'll do a little bit of the powder bronzer, but I like the way that the cream sits versus the powder. I just think it looks a little less muddy, but here's a bronzer stick. Very compact, very, very easy to use, and I love this. I might just get a darker one of these for stage, but I might just use this one. I'll have to see and do like a run through with a new foundation and see if it is dark enough, because it is pretty dark, and then I just don't put as much on. But then I've never heard of this, but Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush. I don't know if this is a name. It says craft on the back of it, but it's this tiny little tube. It has this little button to push on the bottom, but this stuff is pigmented so much. It has a little dropper, so I just shake it a little before I put it on, barely press the bottom, and I put literally only like 2 dots, and it has such a really pretty glow. It's what I'm wearing right now. I love this, and it's, again, it's like I'm wasting less makeup, because the powder does have a lot of runoff, I feel like. My 2 favorite products I have is the Fenty Beauty. I've had this one for over a year now, so it has lasted a lot. I even use this on my eyeshadow, but this is like the glittery, it's like, you can use it as highlight, but I use it for like a little blush cover up, and really just all the way up if I wanted to before I got this Rare Beauty highlighter. But it's really shimmery, pretty, glittery. It's What a Brat 05 is the name of it, but it's a Fenty Beauty, like a rose gold shimmer, great to top off the blush for some glitter. And then I use the Enlighten Rare Beauty highlighter, and it's so shimmery, and it, like a tiny bit goes a long way. I barely dab the brush in it and put it on, and it's like, poof, it's on there. So I use those after I've already used a setting powder later. So before I put the powder on, I set with literally just the cheap e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder with my nice big little fat e.l.f. powder brush. And then I put those powders on, I put one more layer of that powder, and then I finish with an e.l.f. Matte Magic Satin Mist. This is literally the setting spray I've used for years. I used to use this at the lake, be full makeup, get in the water, get out, you know, barely dab my face, and my makeup is still all the way on. This stuff is amazing. And then a few other things. Is this brand new? This is brand new. I haven't even used this. I have the e.l.f. like marker for eyeliner, and then I got a little bit smaller marker for a little bit more cat eye look if I want to. But what I've been using lately, is because I haven't been doing bigger lines, is just the e.l.f. No Budge retractable eyeliner. So it's more of like a crayon, and then I put it on my lower lid, and then do that whole like where you look up and put it on your upper lid but not on the eyelid kind of thing. It's very uncomfortable, but then it puts a little bit brighter color. Brighter, it's black, I know, but it like gives some like lift to your eyes. And then also whenever I first got my eyelashes off, I got one of the super, I think it's like Lacombe, like super expensive, like what my girl recommended, and I was like so afraid that I would have bald eyelashes, so I got the more expensive one for that, and like the serum and everything, and it was fine. But honestly, this is my favorite mascara I have ever used. It's the e.l.f. Lash Extender with like the blue lid. Guys, this like makes your lashes, like the brush is so fine tipped, little ends on it, and it makes your lashes look fake. I swear, I love this stuff. And then I'll use just some chapstick, and I actually got this from one of my posing clients. It's called REN Beauty. I love this gloss. It's just like a sheer shimmery like lip gloss. And then of course, if you've watched my other stuff, you know I have my own stage lipstick color. I made it from Lip Lab here. If you have one near you, you should totally go do that, because I found the perfect color. Like, I'll never be able to find another lipstick that like matches that well. It's forever my stage color. You get to name it, pick a color, pick a scent, pick the tube. It's so much fun. So yeah, that is everything. Oh, I do have another liquid blush here from Rare Beauty, but it just wasn't quite like blushy enough, like pigmented or like red enough. It made it like almost like kind of grayed out, like blended with the bronzer. So it was more definitely like a mauve, cooler mauve, not like a brighter mauve tone. So that is everything. That is all my makeup. I know it seems like a lot, but it's really not, and it'll easily fit in my bags there. So that is my very informal makeup run through of what I have. So pretty much that is what I'm going to be using this year for my stage makeup. I am just going to get another foundation, of course the darker one, and maybe I'll stick with the Rare Beauty and see if the darker one still covers enough, or if they have one dark enough to match the tan, which I'm sure she does. It's just whether it's the right shade or not. And then possibly have to get a little bit darker bronzer. The blush I think will be fine. I'll just use more of it. It is so pigmented, like it'll be fine. And the highlighter I have is so bright, like I can always add more if I need to brighten it up. But that's pretty much it that I have to get for stage makeup for shows. And then of course I will get new hair in. I am holding off until I'm probably, I don't know, 1 to 3 weeks out from a show. So if you remember that, then you'll kind of know whenever I'm getting closer to a show if you pay attention. But that's what I got for makeup. And then maybe tomorrow I'll show you guys my suits from Angels. So, all right, have a good night. I am going to be headed to either sushi or steak later. So enjoy whatever you're eating as well. Okay, so I just went to Chinatown. It is my refeed day, so I got a few sweets, but I also found this ginormous tea collection. It was kind of pricey, but there's so many different kinds of tea, and I am really drinking a ton of tea right now. So there's like 192 tea bags in this. So massive. And then at the same place, it's called Las Vegas Florals and Sweets. It's a really cute little shop. But I found these to take home to my parents. My dad loves Snickers, and these are like some kind of, it's like from a different country type thing. Like the store has all kinds of snacks that aren't usually in the US. And then my mom loves mint chocolate, but only milk chocolate. And she likes Kit Kats. So this is a combo of that. So that's kind of fun. And then I got one of the, well, I'll show you this first. I got some of these little filled shoe buns, which I've always heard about those on the baking shows, but I've literally never had one. It was so good, only 90 calories. And then inside here is the fruity mochi donut again, which is only 200 calories for the whole thing. So just a few fun little treats, and then I'm going to do a steak and salad and stuff tonight. So very ready for that. But that is what I got there. And then I know I told you guys I was going to show you my new suits, so that'll be up next. All right, we are ready to go, all dressed up. I love this dress. This is one of my Windsor dresses. It's so comfy and cute. going to dinner tonight at the steakhouse at Circus Circus. I know it's a very ghetto hotel, but it's actually one of the best steak places in Vegas, price point and quality. But to finish off this vlog, one, I wanted to finish it looking like a person this time. And two, let's check out these suits from Angels. So the bottoms are being remade, few tweaking to make on it, but we did redo the coloring of them a little bit. It'll probably be hard for you to really tell, but here is the red one. We added a little bit of purple into it. It is so pretty. It just really pulls a little bit of deeper red color. So I'm super happy with how this one turned out. I love it, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think this purple one might be one of my favorite suits ever. We took the purple one and we added some deep red crystals to the purple, and it is like under the stage lights in the posing room, it is stunning, but it is the most beautiful, rich purple color. I know it shows a lot of blue in here from the AB, but it is gorgeous. This one is gonna be so pretty on stage. I'm super excited to wear this one. Honestly, I'm very torn of whether I'm gonna go with the purple or the red on the first show. I can't decide, so we probably won't know until like the day before the show once I make up my mind. But that is it for this week. Very random week, really not much stuff with like a point this week, but sometimes those are fun. And this is just a week in the life of a normal bikini competitor who works and does family things and friend things. And I just want to show you that like you can do all of the real life things and still compete, still prep year round, and still do well with it. So let me know what else you guys want to see in the vlogs moving forward. This is only week 4 of prep, so we have lots and lots of weeks left to go this year on our journey to the O. I'm so excited to have you guys along with me. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things, and I will see you guys next week.